poor circulation triples the risk of falls after age 60. This is not an exaggeration, it's a well-documented clinical fact. But there's something almost no one talks about, something so simple it seems impossible. A specific drink can reverse this damage in just a few hours. I'm not talking about days or weeks. In a matter of hours, your blood vessels begin to respond. Imagine feeling that gentle warmth return to your legs, the tingling disappearing, your strength coming back. And the most impressive part is that it doesn't require new medications, expensive procedures, or complicated techniques. It's something accessible, natural, and often already in your kitchen, but you're probably consuming it the wrong way. Over the past few months, I've deeply analyzed 10 different drinks that influence leg circulation. I ranked them all, from worst to best, so you'll know exactly what works and what to avoid. The number one drink on this list can increase the diameter of your arteries by up to 30%. 30%. For someone over 60, that difference can be huge. It's the difference between dragging your feet in the middle of the night or walking confidently, between feeling constantly cold feet or having fully functional legs. And here's the twist, it's very likely that this drink is already in your house right now, but you're not consuming it in a way that activates its vasodilating effects. And when I say this goes against what many doctors say, it's not to be controversial, it's because science has evolved, but traditional advice doesn't always keep up. Now, before revealing the drinks, you need to understand what's really happening inside your legs. After age 60, the body drastically reduces the production of a molecule called nitric oxide. Drastically, we're talking about roughly 70% less. Nitric oxide is the boss of your entire circulation. It's the molecule that keeps your arteries relaxed, flexible, and open. When it's lacking, your vessels begin to shrink, become stiff, and narrow. Blood starts facing more resistance to circulate, especially in the extremities like feet and calves. And this doesn't just cause cold toes or tingling. From this point, a domino effect begins. Your muscles stop receiving enough oxygen. Metabolic waste builds up, causing pain and fatigue. Nerves start to suffer damage, leading to loss of sensation. And worst of all, microclots begin to form in the narrowed vessels. These microclots are silent. You don't see them, don't feel them, but they accumulate day after day, worsening circulation, increasing swelling, pain, numbness, and the risk of cardiovascular complications. Usually, the common advice is, take aspirin, walk more, elevate your legs. And yes, these measures can help, but they don't address the real cause, which is the drastic drop in nitric oxide production by the body. The good news? This is not irreversible. The body can go back to producing nitric oxide and producing a lot. But it needs the right stimuli. That's where the drinks in this video come in. There are specific compounds found in some natural foods and drinks that the body directly converts into nitric oxide. It's not magic, it's not a miracle promise, it's basic biochemistry, confirmed by over 3,000 clinical studies. When these compounds go to work, something extraordinary happens. Your arteries begin to relax in a matter of minutes. This process is called vasodilation when the blood vessels open up, allowing blood to flow as it should. Instead of narrow, congested streets, you get real highways inside your body, where blood travels to your feet and legs without obstacles. And when this happens, you feel it immediately. The feeling of heaviness in your legs decreases, cramps are reduced, numbness begins to fade, your feet warm up, and energy returns. Over time, days and weeks, even deeper improvements occur. New capillaries begin to form, nerves regain some function, the risk of falling plummets, and your mobility improves significantly. But it's extremely important to understand one thing: not every circulation-boosting drink actually works. Some are completely useless and waste your time. Others do help, but may cause serious side effects depending on medical conditions. And a few are true natural boosters for circulation, so effective they rival medications. After 6 months diving into research, speaking with vascular surgeons, and testing many of these drinks on patients, I put together the definitive list. And we're starting from number 10, the one many people think is essential, but in practice, offers only a basic benefit. Drink 10, plain water. Yes, hydration is vital. Water prevents blood from becoming thick and sticky, which already helps circulation. But on its own, water only improves the basics. It keeps the blood fluid, but it doesn't increase nitric oxide, doesn't dilate arteries, and doesn't reverse damage. In other words, it's important, but far from being the complete solution. Now let's talk about the truth that almost no one dares to admit: water, by itself, practically does nothing to improve circulation after age 60. People keep repeating that you need to drink plenty of water as if that would solve everything, but the data shows a different reality. A study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology analyzed exactly this effect and found that hydration increases blood flow by just 8% in older adults. Only 8%. That's insignificant when you consider that after age 60, the body produces 70% less nitric oxide, the essential molecule that opens the arteries and allows blood to properly reach your legs and feet. It's like throwing a bucket of water on a fire. It helps a little, but doesn't solve the real problem. And why does water do so little? Simple, it contains no nitrates, which are the compounds your body converts into nitric oxide. Without nitrates, there's no real vasodilation. Water only keeps your body functioning at the minimum required, preventing the system from shutting down. It's like doing just the bare minimum in car maintenance. It keeps it from breaking down, but doesn't make the engine perform better. Do you need water? Absolutely. Ideally, you should drink your 8 glasses a day. But expecting that alone to restore your circulation is an illusion. Water is the foundation, not the solution. That's why, in our ranking, it gets a low score, 2 out of 10. Necessary, but completely insufficient to solve poor circulation. Drink 9, green tea. Green tea is constantly praised as one of the great health heroes, and yes, it does have benefits. It contains catechins, natural compounds that support blood vessel function. But when we speak specifically about leg circulation in people over 60, its effects are modest. Research shows that green tea increases flow-mediated dilation by around 12%. Is it better than water? Yes. But it's still far from what someone with poor circulation truly needs. And here's why: catechins act slowly. They improve the endothelium, the inner lining of the arteries, over months, not hours or days. The benefit only appears with consistent use. To really work, you need to drink green tea every day for 8 to 12 weeks. If you skip a few days, the benefits disappear. Caffeine can cause vasoconstriction in some people. In other words, instead of opening the arteries, it can narrow them, exactly what you want to avoid. Most people prepare it incorrectly. Using boiling water destroys about 50% of the catechins. To preserve the compounds, the water should be no hotter than 77 degrees Celsius 170 degrees Fahrenheit. Green tea has other benefits: antioxidants, metabolic stimulation, brain health support, but for leg circulation after 60, it doesn't deliver what it promises. That's why it gets a score of 3 out of 10, mild improvement, slow results. Drink number 8, tart cherry juice. Now we're entering the territory of drinks that actually influence circulation. Tart cherry juice contains anthocyanins, natural pigments with strong anti-inflammatory action that help reduce arterial stiffness. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that regular consumption of this juice increased blood flow by 18% after 12 weeks of use. That's a considerable improvement. Anthocyanins reduce inflammation in arterial walls, making them more flexible and easier to relax. But there's a serious problem actually. 1. Too much sugar. A single cup of tart cherry juice contains about 30 grams of sugar. This glycemic spike increases insulin, which worsens circulation in the short term. In other words, you take 1 step forward and 2 steps back. 2. High-quality juice costs around $8 per bottle. If used daily, this can reach $50 per month. For those with diabetes or pre-diabetes, and many people over 60 do, this drink can even be dangerous. How to minimize the damage: dilute the juice 1 part juice to 3 parts water. And drink it only in the morning to reduce the glycemic impact. Score: 4 out of 10. It works, but with serious limitations. Drink number 7, pomegranate juice. Now we're talking about something more powerful. Pomegranate juice contains punicalagins, extremely effective antioxidants that play a crucial role, protecting nitric oxide from breaking down too quickly. When nitric oxide lasts longer in the bloodstream, your arteries can stay relaxed for longer periods, which improves circulation much more consistently. According to research, pomegranate juice increased blood flow by 22% in older adults after just 4 weeks of use. That already represents a real and noticeable impact: less stiffness in the legs, better warmth in the feet, greater tolerance to exertion, less feeling of heaviness. Pomegranate juice also offers additional benefits, such as reducing systemic inflammation and supporting heart health. This drink finally enters the game-changer category, but it's still not the best on the list. The impact of pomegranate juice goes beyond increased blood flow. In a long-term study, it reduced arterial plaque by up to 30% over the course of a year, an extremely significant result. The mechanism is smart. Instead of simply trying to force the body to produce more nitric oxide, pomegranate juice protects the nitric oxide you already have, preventing unstable molecules, free radicals, from destroying it before it does its job. In other words, while other drinks try to boost production, pomegranate comes in with a two-part strategy. It keeps nitric oxide active for longer. It reduces oxidative degradation of blood vessels. The problem? Sugar and price. Pomegranate juice contains even more sugar than tart cherry juice, about 32 grams per cup. And the price is usually prohibitive, $12 to $15 per bottle, depending on the quality. For those who need to consume it daily, this cost adds up quickly. My medical opinion is simple: pomegranate juice works very well if you tolerate sugar and can afford it. But there are cheaper and lower sugar options that offer equal or even better results. If you choose to use it, go for 100% pomegranate with no additives, and dilute it well to reduce the glycemic impact. Score: 5 out of 10, effective, but sugary and expensive. Drink number 6, cocoa beverage. Now we're entering truly solid and scientifically sound territory. Drinks made from pure cocoa, especially high-quality alkalized cocoa, are true natural circulation boosters. The flavonols in cocoa significantly increase nitric oxide production, and this is well documented. A massive meta-analysis compiling 42 studies showed that cocoa increases blood flow by an average of 24%. But the most impressive part is this: the effect begins within 2 hours after consumption. This means, your legs begin to warm up quickly, tingling is reduced, heaviness in the calves improves, circulation genuinely changes that same day. But all of this only works if you do it correctly. We're not talking about commercial chocolate drink packets loaded with sugar and almost no cocoa. What actually works is pure, unsweetened cocoa mixed with hot water or milk. The ideal dose is 20 to 30 grams of cocoa per day, which provides 500 to 700 milligrams of flavonoids, the therapeutic range used in most studies. The biggest obstacle? The taste. Pure cocoa has a strong, bitter flavor, and many people try to soften it by adding sugar or honey. That completely cancels out the benefit we're aiming for. The solution is simple: use a natural sweetener with no glycemic impact, like stevia or monk fruit. This way, you maintain the vasodilating effect without spiking your blood sugar. Score: 6 out of 10, extremely effective when prepared properly. Drink number 5, watermelon juice. Now we're in the group of truly powerful drinks, the ones that make a difference both immediately and over time. Watermelon juice is a real nitric oxide powerhouse, and the reason is the presence of an amino acid called L-citrulline. This compound is directly converted by the body into nitric oxide, with no complex intermediate steps. In other words, it's a highly efficient way to boost vasodilation. Watermelon is actually one of the highest natural sources of citrulline. A 16 ounces 470 milliliters glass provides about 1,000 milligrams of L-citrulline, an amount comparable to expensive supplements sold on the market. Studies show that drinking watermelon juice improves arterial function by 28% after 6 weeks of regular use. Additionally, it lowers blood pressure, reduces arterial stiffness, improves leg circulation in a noticeable way. And the most interesting part, many people report a warming sensation in their feet and improved blood flow within 3 hours after drinking the juice. We're talking about a fast, accessible, and safe effect for most seniors, as long as it's not overconsumed due to the fruit's natural sugar. Watermelon juice not only improves circulation quickly, but it also transforms that heavy, aching feeling in the legs. Many people report noticeable relief in less than a week. This happens because, in addition to increasing nitric oxide, watermelon has a rare trait among sweet fruits, a low glycemic load. Yes, it contains sugar, but that sugar is diluted thanks to the high water content and presence of fiber. In practice, this means the glucose doesn't enter the bloodstream as rapidly as it does with concentrated cherry or pomegranate juice, making watermelon a much safer option for people over 60 who need to support circulation without worsening blood sugar levels. The big downside is availability. Fresh watermelon juice is easy to find only in the summer. Outside that season, the cost goes up a lot, and buying whole watermelons regularly can be laborious, heavy, and impractical. But if you can get access to fresh juice, it definitely belongs in the top 5 best drinks for circulation. Drink number 4, hibiscus tea. Now we've reached a true hidden treasure. Hibiscus tea is, without exaggeration, one of the most underrated drinks when it comes to circulation and cardiovascular health, and no one talks about it enough. Hibiscus contains organic acids and anthocyanins, extremely powerful natural compounds that reduce blood pressure, increase blood flow, and improve endothelial function. The endothelium is the inner lining of blood vessels. It is the commander that decides when vessels relax or contract. When the endothelium is damaged, which is very common after age 60, circulation simply collapses. But hibiscus acts directly on this layer, helping to restore its efficiency. A 6-week study revealed that hibiscus tea reduced blood pressure by 11 points and increased blood flow by 31%. 31%! That's a significant result, comparable to the effect of some mild circulation medications. And the best part, it works quickly. Many people report improvement in just 10 days, with fewer cramps, less tingling, and warmer feet. Additionally, it's extremely affordable. For around $3, you can buy a box that lasts the entire month. How to prepare it properly: place 2 hibiscus tea bags in hot water. Let it steep for 10 minutes. Drink twice a day, in the morning and at night. The flavor is tart, somewhat like cranberry. If you want to sweeten it, use just a touch of stevia. Important note: hibiscus lowers blood pressure. If you're already taking medication for hypertension, talk to your doctor to avoid excessive drops in pressure. Score: 8 out of 10. Powerful, affordable, and fast-acting. Drink number 3, celery juice. Celery juice has become popular in recent years due to a number of exaggerated claims. But when we're specifically talking about circulation, it actually delivers what it promises. The reason is simple: celery is among the vegetables richest in natural nitrates. And here's a key point: your body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide through a chain reaction that starts in your mouth. Here's how the process works: bacteria on your tongue convert nitrates into nitrites. In the stomach, gastric acid converts nitrites into nitric oxide. That nitric oxide enters the bloodstream and opens the arteries, increasing blood flow to the legs. A 16 ounces 470 milliliters glass of celery juice contains about 250 milligrams of nitrates, enough to increase blood flow by 35% to 40% within just 3 hours. That's why many athletes use celery juice to enhance performance, but the same mechanism that helps an athlete also helps an older adult walk better, feel less discomfort in the legs, and reduce numbness. Research backs up this effectiveness. A study published in the Hypertension Journal showed that nitrates from vegetables are more effective than synthetic supplements. For best results, use a juicer. Use 4 to 5 large celery stalks to make 1 glass. Drink the juice on an empty stomach in the morning for better absorption. The taste, however, is polarizing. It's salty, herbal, and very green tasting. It's not pleasant for everyone, but for those who truly want to improve circulation, the benefit outweighs the discomfort. Score: 8.5 out of 10. Extremely effective, though it requires equipment and tolerance for the taste. Drink number 2, arugula smoothie. Now we're getting into the true vascular superfoods. Arugula is simply the highest natural source of nitrates in nature. No other vegetable even comes close. To give you an idea, 2 cups of arugula provide about 480 milligrams of nitrates, an extraordinarily high amount. When you blend arugula into a smoothie with some fruit, like apple, pear, or pineapple, you're creating a high-powered circulation booster. In addition to providing nitrates, the fruits help improve the flavor by reducing the natural bitterness of arugula. Studies show that daily consumption of nitrate-rich vegetables like arugula improves blood flow by 42% after just 2 weeks. 42%. That's not a small adjustment, it's a significant transformation in the body's ability to send blood to the feet and legs. Here's my recipe for turning arugula into a true circulation booster. Use 2 cups of arugula, 1 cup of blueberries, half a banana, and 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk. Blend everything until smooth. And a critical detail, drink it immediately. The nitrates in arugula begin to degrade quickly after preparation, so the fresher, the better. The effect on leg circulation is impressive. Within about a week, many people report a significant reduction in cramps, warmer feet, and greater ease walking distances that used to feel tiring. After a month, visible changes begin to appear, skin tone improves, natural glow returns, and the texture of the legs becomes healthier, clear signs that blood is finally reaching where it should. The only reason this smoothie doesn't take the top spot is practicality. Not everyone wants or is able to prepare a green shake every day. It requires fresh ingredients, a blender, and the discipline to stick with the routine. But those who commit see results so good that, honestly, they surpass many prescription medications for circulation. Drink 1, beet juice. We've reached the absolute champion, beet juice. No other drink comes close to its impact on circulation. Beets contain the highest concentration of natural nitrates in liquid form, allowing the body to convert these compounds into nitric oxide with incredible speed and efficiency. A glass of about 8 ounces, 240 milliliters, provides between 300 and 400 milligrams of nitrates, depending on the type and density of the beet. And the body converts it into nitric oxide with almost no loss. The result? Blood flow can increase by 30% to 50% in just 2 to 3 hours. And this isn't theory. Studies using flow-mediated dilation tests, blood pressure readings, and arterial stiffness measurements confirm these numbers. But what really makes beet juice special is that its effects aren't just fast, they're long-lasting. A landmark study in the Journal of Applied Physiology showed that older adults who drank beet juice daily for 15 days experienced a 45% improvement in blood flow to the legs, a 38% reduction in arterial stiffness, a 22% increase in walking endurance, significant reduction in claudication pain. People report feeling their legs warm up within hours, fewer cramps within a few days, and within 2 weeks, changes so noticeable that they impact everyday life. How to use it correctly: drink 8 ounces, 240 milliliters of beet juice every morning on a completely empty stomach. Fasting is essential, as this is when nitrates are best absorbed. Buy pure, cold-pressed juice with no sugar or preservatives. If you prefer to make it at home, use a juicer, for medium beets yield about 8 ounces of juice. The taste is earthy and sweet. Some people love it, others just tolerate it, but everyone agrees the results are worth every sip. Important warnings: your urine may turn pink. This is called beturia. It occurs in about 10 to 15% of people, and it's completely harmless. Beets contain oxalates. If you have a history of kidney stones, talk to your doctor before starting. Score: 10 out of 10, maximum effectiveness, proven results, accessible. How to implement this protocol in your routine? Here is the plan I recommend for anyone over 60 who wants to restore leg circulation. 1. Morning, beet juice, foundation of the protocol, 8 ounces, on an empty stomach, every day. This is the base. It's what kickstarts the process of rebuilding vascular health. 2. Afternoon, hibiscus tea or celery juice. Choose just one of the two. Hibiscus tea is more affordable and acts quickly. Celery juice gives an extra nitrate boost. You don't need to take both. Consistency is much more important than variety. 3. 3 to 4 times per week, arugula smoothie. This is the ultimate booster for those who want to accelerate results. What to expect: in 3 days, improved warmth in your legs; in 1 week, fewer cramps; in 2 weeks, noticeable improvement in walking ability and reduced fall risk; in 30 days, visible skin changes, less swelling, more even color, and much stronger circulation. Your doctor will likely be surprised at how fast you improve. But none of this works without consistency. You won't get lasting results by drinking beet juice for 3 days. These drinks must be treated as part of your daily care, just as important as brushing your teeth or taking your medication on time. And the best part? This strategy costs about $30 per month, while many circulation medications cost hundreds of dollars and come with long lists of side effects. Mistakes you must avoid: drinking with food. Wait at least 30 minutes after drinking nitrate-rich beverages before eating. Using mouthwash right after drinking. Nitrates rely on bacteria in your mouth to be converted. Mouthwash kills those bacteria and cancels the benefits. Expecting instant miracles. You'll feel rapid changes, but full vascular healing takes weeks. Stopping medications without medical advice. These drinks are complementary, not direct replacements for your meds. Buying processed, sugar-filled versions. The secret is, pure is always better. No sugar, no preservatives, no artificial ingredients. What it all means. Poor circulation is not your destiny. It's not just part of aging. It's not inevitable. What really happened is that over the decades, we stopped eating nitrate-rich, natural foods like beets and leafy greens and replaced them with processed, nutrient-poor products. The body isn't getting what it needs, nitric oxide plummets, and circulation breaks down. But this is reversible. Your body wants to recover. Your blood vessels want to work. They just need the right raw materials. My challenge to you. Commit for 30 days. Every day, drink 1 glass of beet juice on an empty stomach. Take a picture of your legs today. Take another one a month from now. You'll see and feel the difference. Your circulation will thank you. Your muscles will thank you. Your independence will thank you. Shall we start tomorrow morning?